Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course. Brandon Wenzel, come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there and try food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm talking about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. You're getting 4 St. Patrick's Day freaking reviews this year, so you all better be nice to me. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, yeah, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my Boom Scream at the Sky shirt. Yeah, I've worn this one in other reviews. But what is Scream at the Sky? Scream at the Sky, they are a 3-piece metal band out of, I believe, Texas, although I think they've sort of moved around a little bit at this point, but that's, I think, originally where they were out of. I became aware of them last year in 2024. I was familiar with the guitarist. He went over there and he hit me up and, was like, hey, I got this other project that I'm part of too. You might like it. And it turns out I did. I actually really liked it. Thought it was really badass. I was fortunate enough that not too long after that, I got to see them perform live, which was a great experience. So much so, obviously, I bought merch, but also I've got videos of said performance on my channel, just in case you want to go over there and check them out. If nothing else, though, I'd be more than happy to go over there and sort of point in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're really badass. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? 4 St. Patrick's Day videos. 4. So yeah, I went over there. I like St. Patrick's Day. I don't care anything about the whole thing, and then I know, St. Patrick was Italian. I like that I get shamrock shakes and lots of mint stuff, and also corned beef becomes a big deal. So I've already gone over there and posted up reviews for a corned beef sandwich from a local deli. I posted up a review of a sort of corned beef style hamburger from a local burger spot. I just got through doing a review of a comparison video between the Shamrock Shake and Arby's Andes mint chocolate shake. Because I was at Arby's and because they had it, what the fuck? Boom! What is this? This is from Arby's. This is their corned beef Reuben sandwich. Sure, man. I mean, look, I like corned beef. I think corned beef is great. It's like definitely one of my favorite deli meats. Alright. Say what you want about Arby's. That's not a bad looking Reuben. I've had better looking Reubens, but I've had worse looking Reubens too. That's kind of maybe the best way to make this work. Like that, I guess. Something like that, and we'll just go, ha 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 ha! Yeah, let's give it a go. I mean, it's an okay amount of corned beef. It's not, but not bad. Not quite as good as I was hoping. Here's the issue I'm having with this. Lack of balance. Because the thing about a Reuben, and Reubens are definitely a divisive sandwich, because obviously they have a lot going on. And realistically, they shouldn't work. They should just be overly nonsensical messes, but somehow all the flavors come together. But that only works properly when done in the proper proportions. Issue here, bit too much sauerkraut and a bit too much of the dressing. So it's coming off, you don't have enough of the cheese and enough of the corned beef to kind of offset that kind of like somewhat, slight sour and tartness that you're getting from the other elements. The bread helps a little bit. It's a rye. It's not a great rye, but it still has a little bit that sort of earthiness, that hardiness that rye has. So that's helping a little. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad for what it is. Now, granted, what it is a fast food Reuben, but yeah, not bad, but unbalanced. Definitely unbalanced. Now, credit where it's due, the corned beef doesn't taste bad. It's not great corned beef. It doesn't have like the impact of flavor that you would like from like a deli, or something like that. But, it's not bad tasting at all. And it definitely has that corned beef, vibe and flavor to it. So, and as for the other elements, I mean, the thing with it is, it's a fast food Reuben, right? So, of course, you have to go over there and mitigate your expectations. Now, is it the best fast food Reuben I've had? No. I think Culver's has a better Reuben. But I'll be honest, I've had worse Reubens, to be fair. Typically in the vein of like pre-made ones, like that you could get from like supermarkets and stuff. A Reuben doesn't work that well as a pre-made sandwich, I've found. That's just my experience. But I mean, to highlight the things it does well, it does have a lot of flavor to it. Even if the individual elements aren't as good or as impactful as you would like from a proper Reuben, it's not a sandwich that's lacking in flavor. And all of the flavors are there in various capacities. They're just, again, they're not as good as you would personally like. And that's basically what fast food comes down to. For me, I keep coming back to it. It's the thing that hurts this the most is just that balance. It either needed more corned beef. That would have been ideal. I'm just saying. And I understand, it's, whatever their profit margin is or what the fuck ever. Or conversely, there may be a little bit more cheese, or if nothing else, maybe just a little bit less on the other elements. I don't know. This isn't bad at all. It's actually pretty tasty for what it is. But, again, just that lack of balance really does hurt it. But 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? On occasion, and sure. So here's the thing. Would I get this over a proper Reuben? No, of course not. It's not a proper Reuben. Not in the way you want one to be. But there's the convenience factor to take into account. I like Arby's in general. Some of their stuff is a little bit but typically I like their stuff. And, I know I'm going to go there on occasion, and I might be in the mood for a Reuben every now and again, and, maybe for whatever reason, situation being what it is, maybe I can't hit up a deli, or maybe it's just not convenient at the time. I could see ordering this again. It's definitely not a destination item, but it is one of their classic menu items, and I can actually see why. For one thing, there's not too many people that, too many places that offer a Reuben in that capacity. And then there's just the fact that, I don't think they do a terrible job with it. You could tweak the hell out of it and make it better, but even being what it is, it still has the Reuben vibe, just within a fast food capacity. If I'm recommending it, though, I mean, look, like I said, it's not a destination item. It's nothing you need to go out of your way for. And if you have the option to get yourself a proper Reuben, absolutely do that. But if you're like me and sometimes you can't be fucked, you want that convenience factor, it's there, it's available, and it's not terrible. There's nothing about it. I'm going to eat the rest of that happily. It won't be as rewarding as, the real deal, but it's tasty and I can get behind it. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly Reuben-tastic rest of your life. Whatever happened to Reuben Stutter? That was a guy from the past. I imagine he's still working and I just haven't paid attention to him. Or maybe he retired, I don't know. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can't do all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Sorry, my brain went buh, 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 buh. Not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your take on the Reuben? You know, is it a sandwich you like? Do you hate it? Like I said, it's very divisive. It's very strong flavors, has a very unique kind of vibe to it. For me personally, I didn't think I would like it the first time I had one, and then I was blown away. So, goes to show you what the fuck I knew.